recently tagged everybody in the chat,
Well, you could copy and paste that,
yeah,
and it works.
yeah. So you ain't gotta keep doing that.
Wow, I didn't know that works.
It works if people ain't changed their name, but you know, like that one dude always changes his name every 5 minutes, so that ain't gonna work. But if their name ain't changed, then it'll still work.
Mm.
But I can't find it. I don't want to scroll too much up too far. Just make my phone freeze.
I could find it. Let me see.
Oh, I found it. Got it. I found it. But yeah, a couple of these names changed. This was November 2nd, so that was like 3 days ago. But whoever's name changed, it'll tell me because it'll be a different it'll light up different. Post the link first. You know, I'm gonna post
Yeah, I should have been post that. Alright. I better not fall asleep doing this, neither. You going to the park?
After this?
Well, anytime tonight.
Yeah, I
know you probably gonna play some league games, probably.
Yeah, I was gonna play some league games if anybody with some of those new guys, but
I posted the wrong link. No, I didn't. Yeah, whenever you ready, just let me know. Man, I be catching straight L's every time I'm in the park. Every time you with randoms, it just be like, I hate using that excuse, but it's reality.
It's reality for real.
How many people we got so far? I don't know.
Who cares?
It's always okay. This is nobody's watching, but yet somebody sending messages on it. So stupid.
Alright, let's get this thing. Boy, you know you can see how many people in there. Here, I'll check for you. I think if you press the broadcast button again, don't it say?
Yeah, sometimes it do, but this time it says nobody, but at the same time people commenting, so.
Alright, what they saying in the comments real quick?
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. That was probably
Roll call.
Close to it, the Saints. That's the closest thing to Phil and Frank.
Get on with the show, bum.
That is true. Alright, let's see here. Check the real quick and then we can get started.
Cool.
Start with we'll start in AFC North. That's the first one, alphabetical.
For stats or for standings?
We'll start with standings.
Alright. Wow, this is very interesting. This is my first time really looking at these stats. I mean, at the standings.
Yeah, you got Inmate Browns.
Wow.
Close. Like he might get clinched the division already.
Wow.
Well, you got the one tanking season. This is what you could do, I guess. Some draft picks.
I just want to look at. I I want to go to his individual schedule and just check something out real quick, cause that's
Yeah, I would like to see
that's
that
very
too,
interesting. Wow.
See if he what's his competition looking like?
First 3 games was forced. Very interesting.
Wow. Well, that's one way to start this season.
Started off. That's a lot less impressive. A lot less impressive, I will say.
And beat the Jags. Jags a good team. Got his butt kicked by the Colts on Monday Night
Colts.
Football.
Interesting.
One loss. Beat the Steelers. Not much. Beat the Bears. Close one.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Chiefs. He really ain't beat nobody.
Yeah, you played the Steelers twice. I mean, that's the same division, but they're pretty easy.
Yeah, pretty simple.
4 forced wins and Steelers 2 times.
Yeah, so 6 wins off of that. I mean, schedule get tough though, cause he got Packers. That's a tough one. He's got Patriots.
That's debatable.
He's got Vikings. He's got Lions. It's tough.
Vikings is decent. I played them and I lost. Yeah. Dez is a send off and a liar because Dez, he don't. What Dez say? He passed the ball too much. So I'm playing him for the pass. AP running all over me. I'm just like, okay, all right. I see how this finna go.
Yeah, I'm not surprised Dez would say something like that to send you off. Wouldn't surprise me one bit. The people are requesting you show comments in your settings so people can see what
I'll show it on the screen.
Yeah. I don't know though, 'cause there's requests about Bill, so I gotta tell him he might say something. Wow.
Yeah, yeah. I just. Alright. You said we AFC South?
AFC South, yeah.
Alright. Tight. Well, only 2 teams is tight.
Yeah, good team in the Jaguars. Colts started the season off rough, out of town, took a couple CMLs. We on the way back. Jaguars have had some big wins this season. We beat San Francisco right after San Francisco beat the undefeated Cardinals, so that was big. He got some tough injuries, the Jags, but he's a good new young user. So we'll see how that division turns. We got one more game, Jaguars and Colts.
Who won the first one?
Colts won pretty good, it was this week actually.
Right. I did see that.
Yeah, I think it was a 30-point game or something like that. But Bortles got hurt, so I'll give him some slack. I hurt his QB, but just for that game. I was hoping it was longer, but it was only just for that game. Titans, he just out of town every single season.
Every single season.
Yeah, so.
And he does decent. That's what kills me. He does decent.
Yeah, Rico got out his feelings. He was 0-7, but now he on a 3-game win streak. So,
I think that contributed to his Lil Wayne, Black Lives Don't Matter comments. Since he made that, he just been trash ever since.
So yeah, he trying to come back now. He 3-game win streak. We'll see how that happens. It's good to see him compete because it was disappointing to see him not even trying.
Yeah, it was sad. But
so it's good to see Rico compete.
That made me think of like a new rule that might be made. Like if you really not that good and man, you got like a 2 season. Like you gotta be above 500 in 1 or 2 seasons. You can't go 2 seasons back to back under 500. Cause that's just sad.
Well, Big Mike will need to know that because he be out of town and we gotta have people who can stay around and be able to compete. Cause he done gave out 8 free wins this season.
Yeah.
But we'll move on to the East, AFC East. Oh, tight race. Wow. 1-4. Man.
The Jets. That's very interesting to me.
3-game lose streak. They was 5-2 and just struggling right now. He looks like Jets cannot win at home. They 1-5 at home.
That's awful.
They look like they're definitely a road team.
But they 4-0 on the road.
Yeah. Patriots. I can't never put my finger on the Patriots, man. Sometimes I think he's really good. I haven't played him, but just
the coach didn't play the Patriots.
No, it's very weird. We didn't play them last season, and we don't play them this season. So we usually play Patriots every single season, but not lately. So he's beat some good people, but I don't know. Sometimes he MIA. I don't know what the deal is with him. The Bills, I don't know either. I feel like we've heard some complaints about him, but it must not be too bad because he's only 5-4. So
yeah, the Bills. I don't even remember playing. AFC is hard to remember. NFC, I know all them facts, but AFC, that's hard.
KB's all over the place. You know, we never know what's going on with him.
You never.
Very inconsistent.
Out of town here and there.
Yeah, but he say he's back, but as soon as you think he's back, he's gone again. So
just like Big Mike, really. There's no difference between him and Big Mike.
You know, Big Mike a little worse. At least KB is at least around 500 usually.
True.
Big Mike be like 2 and whatever every season.
And then when he come back, he actually compete. That's the most interesting part. It's like if he actually stayed, he could probably get the wild card in the AFC. But he never. I don't know what's up with Big Mike, man.
And then we'll go over to AFC West. Got Beast Mode Dez.
Number 1. That's not a surprise right there.
Yeah. His only loss came to the Broncos, actually. I believe. So, Broncos 6-3. He had a couple tough losses this year. Chargers, he talk a lot of game.
Yeah, he talk a lot in the chat. Very active in the chat. He didn't even take over the team the whole season. I believe he came like week 4 or 5.
Yeah, I don't recall. But yeah, he got a rivalry with the Broncos. They played this week. First time they played, Chargers won 52-24.
Right. And I think that was his either first or second game in the league.
Yeah, that was his first game, I think. Yeah, I think it was his first game. No, his first game was against Dez, and he got beat pretty badly. And then he
took it out on A-Train.
Yeah, took it out on A-Train. Then he lost to the Jags. Then lost to the Eagles.
Very competitive.
Then beat the Cowboys.
Very, very competitive.
Yeah, then beat the Cowboys. So I like that. Cowboy. We'll get to the Cowboys later, but he took some tough losses out of nowhere. Let's see. So we got, and then who else? We got Chiefs. I have no clue who the Chiefs is.
New owner may be coming soon.
Yeah, not much to say about him.
Yeah, it's not.
So we'll move on. To the NFC. We'll start in the north side. NFC North.
Last year it was 4 teams competing for the number one. Wow, look at that change.
Yeah, a lot could change in one season. Packers, not much to say there. He's been at the top last season and at the top this year. So
Packers is not good at all, in my opinion. Just my thoughts on it. He's not good at all. He uses put Bird on both sides of the field, hurry up, throw a ball, quick slant, hike and throw. That's all he does. So, I mean, I just don't think he's good at all. And I think he's definitely beatable. Every time we play, it's a fumble. It's like 4 or 5 fumbles my guys have. A few times where it's just some nonsense every single time. I just feel like he's not good. Although he's 9-1, I give him credit. I don't even give him credit for 9-1. Like I said, I just don't think he's that talented at all.
Interesting. Yeah, he took his first loss of the season was to Phil. That was an interesting game in itself.
Which wasn't a legit thing. It's still under investigation, by the way, for everybody listening. Because looking at the game stats on that, Bird didn't get the ball 1 time, which is very strange. And I think, let me go to the Packers. Let me go into details on this. Let me go into the Packers schedule.
We're going to show the investigation when we see it.
Yeah, this a live investigation everybody's seeing right now. Because every time some foolishness happen, like, we really be on it. And by the way, before I forget, so everybody could hear and could remind me, Biggs need to turn Pryor back to a safety, because I don't know what make him think nobody's going to see him turn to a linebacker.
Yeah, good point. We need that switch back.
Okay, so out of all the Packers game, the only game that got resetted was the Cardinals game. Which is very interesting. And they said that it was because Frank had bad internet. And then when you go into the stats and look at Frank, Bird didn't get the ball 1 time. Which makes me believe it's a lot of cheese that just happened and they doing something fishy. And then his wide receiver got 318 yards, 4 touchdowns. Normally when you go against the computer, you try to throw it to your primary guy, and if he's not open, you throw it to the tight end, because the tight end had 7 catches.
And he threw 4 interceptions, so that he was forcing it to that one guy.
Oh, very interesting.
And then Packers running backs, which is very uncharacteristic of Frank, had split carries.
Yeah.
12 and 10, which is something the computer does. Ponder on that.
Okay. Just something. Some more investigation go on, but just something to, everybody sees nonsense that happening. Just know, everything that happens in the league, somebody will look into it. Just know that. I hope everybody out there watching the stream knows anything happening in the league, somebody gonna figure it out.
And why everybody listening? In the rules it says do not abuse anything. Anything means anything. So you can't abuse no huddle. You can't abuse throwing the ball to just one person all the time. That's abuse. It's overusing and forcing. That's just not right. So we're going to start monitoring that abuse stuff a lot more.
Yeah. A lot of things going to start going on the investigation. All right, now that we done with the cheese investigation segment.
Well, let's talk about the Lions a little bit. Lions having a good season, 7-2. You know, he's been at the top in the NFC for the last couple seasons. Good user. He lost his 2 losses were to the Packers and to the Eagles. Wow, it looks like JJ the Eagles.
Wow, JJ, shout out to JJ. We didn't even go to his division yet, but that's interesting.
But he's got some big wins on his belt.
And Lions was number 3 in the NFC North last season, which is real interesting.
Yeah. And then we have the Bears. Bears took some tough losses. Struggling on the road. 1-4 on the road.
Golly, that's all I can say. Alshon, once again, this happened to me every season. One of my primary wide receivers get hurt. So Alshon is done for the next 8 weeks. So I will have to make the playoffs for him to come back, which kind of hurts when your primary wide receiver. Last year, Cooks was out for 6 weeks. So now it's Alshon's turn. Oh, and our primary QB is out for 6 more weeks.
Oh, man.
And last year, NFC North had no injuries. Like, we was the only division that had none.
Yeah, I remember that.
Now my starting QB, starting wide receiver, and Dre is hurt. So, it's interesting.
Vikings, tough season this year.
I think this is his second week.
Though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only his second week. So, new guy looking to turn around. He's on a 2-game win streak right
Whoa,
now, so.
I didn't know. So, he beat the Bears this week and beat whoever he played last week. Interesting.
Yeah, on a 2-game win streak right now. Moving on. NFC South. Tight race between Saints and Falcons.
Now my 2 rivals right there.
Rivals. Yeah, 2 rivals. Saints is very interesting. Last year, I think he was at the bottom of the league. This year, he has made a resurgence. He beat the Falcons one time this season.
Prayer changes things.
He lost to the Bills, lost to the Lions, got a couple big force wins. A couple of Sims, a lot of force wins and Sims here.
How many force wins? Interesting.
You got 2 force wins and a Sim win. So 3 wins off of computer.
Interesting.
And then he lost to the Packers. So that was his big loss. That game's still under investigation too.
Yeah.
We got claims from both sides. So they kind of what they say in the football when there's 2 penalties on both on offense and defense.
It's offset. It offset each other.
It's offset. So we might have to. We'll see what's going on with that. But both teams will be under watch. Then you got the Falcons. They play the Saints again, and for them to win the division, they gotta beat the Saints. So we'll see what happens when they play again.
Yeah.
Buccaneers. I thought he was gonna try to. He had a good start to the season, but then he lost 4 straight. So Jake, I don't know if you're listening.
I doubt it. I don't know what be going on with Jake. Jake is kind of like we can call it the big Mike, the fat Mike effect. Because he be here one day, then the next day you don't know what's happening to him. So
yeah,
I don't know what's up with that.
Panthers haven't won a game. I think is that a new user this season?
Yeah, I don't know if he's new to group me. Every advance he asks me who does he play, and then I tell him check the gallery. Then he asks me where's the gallery at. And then so I mean, I don't know. I guess he's new to group me. And I think he's international too.
He's 0-9, so maybe he knew the football.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. NFC East. Ooh, this is a ugly division. Not much going on here.
My prediction of this division is Eagles gonna come out on top.
Yeah, it's Eagles having a losing season, but he has some big wins. He just gotta find out how to get consistent. So, real quick, he lost the Cowboys, beat Lions, lost the Cardinals, lost the Redskins, lost the Broncos, beat Giants, lost the Raiders, then beat Chargers and beat Chiefs. So, I mean, he got to find a way to get some consistency going.
Definitely.
And he could, be one of the sleepers in the NFC. Then you look at the Cowboys. Cowboys lost to Cardinals, Falcons, and the Chargers. You got beat bad by the Chargers, 29-6. But then he beat the Broncos 17-3. So.
Yeah, I kind of think Ron basically last man. It's like when it's his time, it's his time. When it's not his time, you do not know what you're gonna get from Ron. So I kind of think you don't know. Every game is it going either way. Every single game, you never know.
Yeah, and then New York had a tough spell in the middle of the season. Man. He won his first 2 games, then lost 5 straight, and then won his last 2 games. So he 2 wins, 5 losses, and 2 more wins. So next week he got a big game versus Eagles. So that's gonna really help decide the picture of that division.
Yeah, definitely.
And then who else we got?
The Redskins.
Redskins talk a lot in the chat, but not backing it up on the field.
His 2 wins. One was against the Eagles, right?
Yeah.
And who's the other one against?
1 second. He got a win against Eagles and a win against the 49ers. Wow. What in the world?
That's why I don't know. Wow. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, man. He got a tough schedule, I'll be honest. I mean, he's got Giants, Cowboys, Broncos, Raiders in his last 4 games. And he started the season with the Cardinals. So I'll give him. He has had a tough schedule, and it doesn't get easier as it goes on. He got Saints, Eagles, Chargers. So,
just that division. That division is a pretty tough division for him, at least.
So I think our last division is NFC West.
Yeah.
Cardinals at the top.
For now, pending investigation. They at the top right now.
Pending investigation, right. Yeah,
it's always a big thing I notice is a new thing we're going to have to do on the success application is have a certain thing asking, are you in Trife League? Anybody that's in that league, we gotta handle different. We can't handle them like the regular members. We gotta watch streams, check stats on every game, do certain stuff like that because it's a pattern of cheese that go. Name changes, position changes.
Stuff going on.
Definitely. Definitely.
That's a good point. His one loss came to the 49ers, who are 7-3. Good season.
Wow.
So far for 49ers, he had a rough season last year.
A rough one. Even in the chat, he was just so much different to me. I think somebody said something about them being at a wedding, and I'm like, I know Sloppy gonna congratulate him. That's Sloppy. But Sloppy, he came in chat and was asking about a trade or something like that. I'm like, come on, Sloppy, this ain't you, man. What's going on?
Yeah, he wasn't as friendly last season, man.
Yeah, he wasn't.
So his losses came to the Redskins, the Seahawks, and the Jaguars. Wow.
Oh.
But he beat the Cardinals, Texans, and the Colts. So he beat some top teams.
He beat the Cardinals and Colts and lost to the Redskins.
Redskins.
Golly.
And the Seahawks and the Jags. So, Jags is a good team. I ain't saying like he ain't bad, but he just, man, he could easily be 10-0 with some of the losses he had. But that's Madden for you. You never know.
Definitely.
Seahawks somehow has still got a winning record, even though he's been gone for like 3 weeks. So that means he must have had a good start, or somebody, or he didn't. I don't know what's going on with that.
He had a great start too. That's what's most interesting.
Yeah, congrats to him on his honeymoon wedding and stuff. And Rams, I'm kind of disappointed. Knuckleball came in, took over the Rams, and just had some bad breaks, man. I watched one of his streams versus the Jaguars, and it was just had some tough breaks, man. One team was catching all the interceptions, and one team was dropping them all, and it was some fumbles.
I know the feeling.
He had 3 fumbles in the red zone, so he's been active though. He hasn't missed any game. He has no forces or sims, or only one sim. One sim the whole season. So,
and that's strange because normally when people add to their name, DM me for games or something like that, that just means they giving up on the season. So,
yeah. And we'll see. We'll really judge them by next season. What happens? But yeah, man. So a quick glance at the power ranking. I'm gonna take a quick glance and kind of go over that while we're still talking about standing.
Did we? I don't even recall us talking about meth. Did we skip that?
Oh, we didn't talk about him. Wait, what division is that? That's the AFC
North.
North?
Yeah.
Oh, it was just so bad because we talked about the Browns.
Right.
But yeah, Meth 3-7, man. He having a rough Madden 17. He was losing last year. He's losing this year.
Yeah, I knew that his Madden woes were at an all-time high once he cut his cousin. Like, how do you cut your cousin? Your cousin? That's when you just like, alright, blood cousin. He just said, I'm gonna cut him off the team. I don't want to play with him no more. So that's very interesting. My cousin, I'm gonna at least have on my bench. Now I'm gonna keep on my team, but nah, he cut him. That's interesting.
Yeah, that's tough. Ravens is surprising because last year Ravens had a good record, but I don't know if he's not been around or what, but he is at the bottom of the league right now.
Really, ever since A-Train beat his head in that one rank, he ain't been the same since.
Oh, yeah, when they had the battle.
Yeah. And
right,
A-Train beat him. He ain't been the same since.
Yeah, before he got kicked out the league, he had a good record. He lost that game outside the league. And got kicked out the league. He had a meltdown bad.
Yeah.
Still easy, get well soon, man, because he ain't got back to his to himself, man. In a long time.
So Meth dies a lot. I mean, week 1, he was just murdered completely. And then after that, he died a few more times. And then you got somebody that's sick, like the Ravens. That's an interesting division. The Bengals, I think they've been in there for like 3-4 games, but he pretty new and he good.
He seems pretty good. Yeah. He seems pretty solid. Yep. So we'll go look at some awards. Or you want to look at
stats? We can go to. It's up to you. That's full. Some of it's full. I guess we can go into the full stuff in the stats.
Yeah, some of the stats is definitely disappointing because it's the cheese. So salute to the real ones out there playing legit. Once again, second year in a row, Ben Roethlisberger is at the top in 2 categories: yards and interception.
Yeah, gonna be in interceptions, that's for sure.
I'm curious real quick. I'm about to see how many interceptions did he throw last season. Wow, he threw 60 interceptions last season.
Golly.
And he's on par for that again this year. 60, that's definitely a record.
Wow.
So, he's on par for 38 this year. Chiefs rookie is right behind him with 34. James Winston with 24. Saints rookie with 23. So, some bad interceptions. Top in touchdowns, Roethlisberger's top in touchdowns.
That's ridiculous.
He's also top in pass attempts and yards and just like everything.
So if somebody is losing as much as Meth is losing, I think he has to look at these stats and understand what the problem is. I think it's pretty clear.
Somebody asked, is franchise done? Boy, this is the mid-season show. What you mean is it done?
He's not even in the league. It was just some random person watching.
Alright. The best QB so far this season, surprisingly, is Robert Griffin III.
Yeah.
With 117 QBR, 24 TDs, only 8 interceptions. Good season. Right behind him is Blake Bortles, got a good season going.
But we gotta add a asterisk to RG3's because what is that? 4 or 5 games are forced of Sims.
Oh yeah.
So,
he has had a lot of force.
Yeah.
Somehow RG3's still alive, even though he's been sacked 31 times. I'm not surprised he ain't died yet.
No, but that's what happened when injuries off doing Sims.
Oh yeah, because injuries off doing Sims, he ain't had a chance to get hurt.
The Saints wanted to say that he's going to kill. He said he's going to kill the Redskins.
Okay.
Interesting.
And D. Silas wants to be down in the league. Don't know who you are.
He rock with the Jags. Interesting. Well, there go your shout out. There go your 2 minutes of fame.
Other top QBs, you got Blake Bortles, you got Derek Carr. They don't pass much in Oakland, so not gonna really give him too much credit. You got Luck, 105 QBR. You got Matt Ryan, 99 QBR. Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers throwing a lot of interceptions, 20 interceptions, and 22 TDs.
See, that's the big thing. That's what I think a lot of people don't add in when it comes to the Packers. It's more of who's going to catch the interceptions or not. If the team not going to catch the interceptions, the Packers going to win. If the team actually catches the interceptions, the Packers going to lose. But he does garbage, the quick throws. Sometimes they catch them, sometimes they drop it.
Yeah. Rookie Gordon Werfel? I didn't say that. Kind of weird name. For the Bears. Got a solid season. 90 QBR, 17 TDs, 20 picks.
That's a lot of picks.
Stephen Morris. Usually, I guess him and Frank are similar because both of their QB throw a lot of interceptions.
He kind of looks like Frank.
He do, actually. Maybe that's why he always start him and pick him up. That's his spam or something. Patriots and Giants. Everyone else is kind of even. 2020 interception. We'll move on to running backs. Once again, like always, Raiders at the top of the league rushing. It's not even close.
Golly. But this legit. I will say this. This legit. And I respect it.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Okay, never mind.
I thought it was too.
Never mind.
Going to cheese, right? Dez has this play. I'm calling him out, and he could say is wrong on what. He got to play. It's a counter play, right? So when you do a counter play, the running back's supposed to fake one way and then go another way, right?
Right.
Am I right?
Right.
So what he does is somehow he audibles or hot routes it, and the running back no longer does that little fake. So he just sprints to the left, and he gets the ball and he sprints. But it's a glitch because the linebackers or the defense, they still go fake as if the running back did a fake, like it's a counter. So the linebackers go the opposite direction while the running back is just dead on sprinting to the left. So your linebackers is one way, the running back's running left full speed, he's running like it's just a regular handoff, not a counter. So he gets at least 10, 20 yards every time he run that play. And it's usually the first play he runs of the game. And I recorded it, and I dissected it. I'm like, wait a second, this can't be right. But other than that play, usually his runs are pretty legit. But he did figure that out. That's abusing the AI right there. So
with that, it'll be 400 yards less.
I guarantee it would. It would be right along. Without that play, he'd be right along line with everybody else probably. But with that play, and I'm not surprised because knowing the people he plays with in his other leagues, they got all kind of exploits and glitches. It's crazy. I got kicked out of one of his leagues because I called out the commissioner because the commissioner was doing all kind of glitches and cheeses. So, and that's his best friend. So, what they say, the apple don't fall too far from the tree.
Interesting.
I'll give him credit for a lot of the yards, but that one play is not legit. He run it on first down a lot. And it starts to drive off with a 20, 30, 40-yard run. Because your linebacker's on the opposite side of the field, and his running back running straight. And it's just crazy. So, but other than that, other running backs, Bernard doing okay. Lamar Miller up there. So Rico running the ball.
And then that's it. It's just the three.
Yeah. Ezekiel got a lot of TDs, 10 TDs. Other than that, it's kind of, middle of the road running backs. But yeah, Murray's numbers is crazy. And, I finally put my finger on why his running game's so good is that play.
Interesting.
He only played 9 games, bro. Everybody else got like 10 games. He got 9 games and he got 1,300 yards. Come on now.
17 touchdowns. That's a lot of touchdowns.
Yeah, for a running back. And there's still 6 games to go. But we're going to move on. I don't want to look at the receivers because of that cheese going on there.
Okay, but just to take a quick glance, we got 93 catches.
What's the next closest person? 61?
61 is the next closest.
Unbelievable.
Almost 2,000 yards.
220 yards per game.
I just take deep breaths when I see things like this. Because this is the thing, it's like, whenever stuff happen in the league, it's every action gonna have a reaction. That's it. Every action gonna have a reaction. For a wide receiver that have 93 catches, and we are week 10? I don't know about this.
11, week 11, yeah.
We are week 11, 93 catches, almost 2,000 yards. Stuff like that ruins the league.
Yeah, it does. It ruins the stats. It ruins the integrity of the league. It ruins a lot of things. It's just not fun. It's just not cool. It's abuse. The only way you can say it. It's abuse. But we'll look at some yards. So we'll go to yards. Who got some good yards? Brandon Cooks, 32 catches, 981 yards. So he's clearly a deep threat. Not trying to give a scouting report.
Yeah, next person. Let's go. Oh, we got Amari. Yeah, Amari. He's doing pretty decent.
Amari Cooper, pretty solid season. I mean, it's pretty easy to get open as a receiver when your running back got 1,400 yards carrying in 9 games. So pretty easy to get over. He's loving his his running back. Excuse me. Then we got Allen Robinson, had a great season, but he just got hurt. So
wow. 6'3". Was he a 90 overall or something like that?
Yeah, he's really
93. 93 overall. He's basically like Alshon Jefferson.
Yeah.
Alshon Jeffrey. I don't know why I got Jefferson from. I'm tired.
I'm pretty glad he's hurt though. He can stay hurt. Hope he has some complications with his injury process. My division. Actually, he got hurt on the deep ball too. I remember when he got hurt. It was against the Rams. He threw it up 1-on-1. And he came down wrong and broke his ankle or something.
And that's highly interesting because Alshon Jeffrey injury was the most unfortunate one, because when you got the injury, the screen said injury, and then the linebacker was laying on the ground, and I'm like, oh snap, this linebacker hurt. Then 2 plays later they said Alshon Jeffrey cannot come back in the game, and I'm just like, what type of glitch is this? The linebacker got hurt, but Alshon Jeffrey got to do the, and it's it was a broken collarbone. I mean, it was just foolish. You clearly could see the defensive player get hurt and the defensive player break his collarbone. Yet Alshon is out for 8 weeks. So
unfortunate
events.
We got Julio Jones, AJ Green, and the no-face bird at the other top receivers. Wow, look at Dorrell Green Beckham, 6'5", 842 yards for the Patriots.
Yeah, sleeper.
I think he got him out the free agency, yeah. And other than that, you got Sheriff John Brown, Alshon Jeffrey, and Odell Beckham, and we'll move on from there. Kevin White with the Saints. I forgot he not with the Bears anymore.
Yeah, Kevin White. What is his overall now?
81.
81. Decent.
Let's see. Moving on. Let's go to defense. Hopefully it's not any glitches or cheese in the defensive category. It's usually pretty legit there. Tackles. You got this rookie from the Dolphins. Dolphins got some good rookies. He got a really good rookie class because he got a 6'4" safety that's beasting. We'll probably see him in here somewhere.
Interesting. He got the 1 sack, 2 interceptions. Decent.
Tackles for loss, you got Mario Edwards, Deion Jones. Carl Nasby for the Browns be having good seasons year after year. What's his rate? 79. He just be killing. I don't know how he be doing it. Only got 73 tackles. He be killing. Pernell McAfee, the top in tackles for loss.
Yeah, and I think he was top 3 last year, so that's interesting.
Yeah.
Moving on.
And they got sacks. Let's check out some sacks. Vic Beasley Jr. I think he just got him out of free agency, so interesting pickup there. Ezekiel from the Lions at the top again. He was at the top last year.
Yeah, he had like 16 sacks.
Yeah.
By week 11.
He must be nice.
Yeah.
Nesby and Watt and Aaron Donald in Houston. No surprise there. Those are all elite pass rushers. Dante Flower, that's a nice one. Alden Smith for the 49ers. That's a trade recently. 49ers was desperate for some pass rush help.
So they brought back Alden.
Alden Smith. Hopefully they keeping him off the drugs.
Hopefully.
Stay off the weed, man. My Stephen A. voice. Interceptions. Let's see here. Miles Rayford. I'm not surprised that the Browns got a good rookie cornerback because inmate does that every single match.
Yeah, he draft multiple corners.
Yeah, until he found one that's good.
But
Zach Brown from the Browns. I mean, Bill. Real good.
Yeah, that's real interesting because normally Phil, they're both the same person, but normally Phil has like the fast middle linebacker.
Khalil Mack, known as a pass rusher, but Dez uses him to run around the middle of the field.
He do everything.
Never actually guard anybody. He just get interceptions. Last year he had 13 interceptions with him.
Interesting.
So we'll see how many he finished with this year. We got a young man named Howard from the Dolphins. Some other random people in here. At 5. So for those who don't know, I'm gonna go to forced fumble category. Wow, Von Miller. So he must haven't been affected by this.
7.
But for those who don't know, there is a glitch, a known glitch, and Madden knows it, and I've been like tagging them on Twitter for them to respond. But if your player forces a fumble, there is a 70% chance that they will not get credit for the forced fumble. They won't get credit for the sack either. The play don't exist. If the offense recovers it, the only person that get credit is whoever tackles the lineman that recovers the fumble.
For a tackle for loss.
Yeah. I had last game. This against the Jags. I had 2 forced fumbles with my rookie. He got 0 sacks for the game, 0 forced fumbles. So it's very, very irritating. I mean, he should be up there at the top in sacks and forced fumbles, but he's not getting credit for you. And that's just from my personal point of view, but I know others probably been affected by this. Others might not even notice. They might just think like, oh, cool, my dude got a sack, forced fumble, and, it's good. But no, they don't get credit for it. Apparently, unless you're elite like Von Miller, he apparently gets credit for all his.
And then I think the defense probably got the ball on most of those.
Yeah. So his team probably recovered. So usually if your team recovered, they more likely give credit. But there's been times where I recovered and still didn't get credit. So it's just a known error. But it's only in CFM, though. They said it's only in CFM because in like regular rank games, they'll credit it. So it's only in franchise mode that is the issue. So, but hopefully Madden put out a patch. But then hopefully they fix this Daddy Leagues issue that they still haven't fixed. So Madden
which we don't know when it's going to be fixed.
Yeah, they said it's supposed to be an app too, but there's still no app. So, who knows? But for those who didn't know, I just wanted to put that out there. Let's look at touchdowns. Who is scoring, taking it to the house? Jadeveon Clowney. He's probably just recovering off of J.J. Watt's forced fumble and scoring. Julian Stanford, the man with the glasses.
So yeah, that's how the world gonna remember him. Like a goofy.
Desmond Southwood. I really don't like this dude. Anybody that's played against the Raiders, no, he for some reason is just a beast. But his stats not even that good. But he get all the interceptions, 57 catching, superstar development somehow.
Wow.
But he just be killing on Madden. Then we got a couple rookies. And then the rest of the people. We got a couple other rookies that scored.
It's interesting.
Patriots got 2 safeties somehow with Jabril Sheard. That's interesting too. I mean, other than that, that's pretty much the stats. They finally fixed the other glitch where I think the first season a lot of kicks weren't going credited, but they fixed that this year. I think all the kicks should be credited.
Yeah, wait, so like it'll go through and it say it wouldn't?
No, it would go through in the game, but in the stats, like when you look at stats, it say your kicker has 0 kicks.
Oh yeah, that's horrible.
First season. So this season they fixed that. So they put out that last patch fixed that. Let's look at the worst kickers. I like to see who having struggling kicking. Broncos struggling, man. 13 for 17. He had a kick block. 21 for 22 on extra points. The Lions are 25 for 31 on extra points. So the kick game is definitely a factor this year.
Definitely. Because you can miss a 20-yarder.
Yeah, Packers is 29 for 36 on extra points. Wow, 80%. Yeah, a lot of makes extra points, man.
Redskins is 7 for 13. On field goals, not just extra points, but field goals.
53% from field goals. So yeah, that's game changers too, man. Those are game changers. So moving on. Okay, that's really all the stats. Nothing else stands out in return game. Travis Benjamin will probably win Returner of the Year. He got 2 punt return touchdowns and a kick return touchdown. So I gotta watch him. Chargers. You wanna look at awards? Or are you good on? So
We could check out awards.
is Devin around?
Yeah, let me. Alright. Which is unfortunate, once again.
Yeah, very unfortunate. Russell Wilson somehow up there. RG3.
Let's check out weeklies too, cause I haven't looked at weekly.
Okay, Coach of the Year, Inmate. He named his coach Checkmate. He deserves it after going I think he only had 3 wins last season.
He had a lot of sims. I don't really count anything going on there.
Oh yeah, so maybe we should credit him Coach of the Year.
I think we gotta wait till the end of the year.
Yeah. So I'm gonna quickly go through AFC. We're not gonna harp on this too much because the stats is all kind of.
No pun intended. And it should have told you for the chat. It should have told you for the chat, like somebody recommended. Yeah, for the party, cause it's locked. So it said I could suggest. Yeah, it just made me suggest it. Right. It's the Vikings. Nah, he not on 2K. Yeah, he is. Beast. It didn't pop up when it said suggest. Oh, I just sent it again. Now you see it. Make it public real quick, and then after. Alright.
Alright, so back to the players of the year so far. Somehow the Browns defense got like 7 nominees for defensive player of the year, so they must be balling over there defensively. But a lot of that is the computer, so not gonna really give them too much credit there.
Will Hill, that's an interesting one because Dez had to wait a whole season to play with Will Hill.
Yeah, that's true.
There go the 2016 Super Bowl champion.
Yes, the first Madden champion of Success Madden of the new Madden this year. Beast Mode Dez.
That's your introduction.
How you doing, man?
I see you got Daddy Daycare today, so yeah, man. So we got a series of questions for the Super Bowl champion. Hey, we already know some of your secrets. I don't know if you heard all the show, but we know some of your secrets already.
Yeah, we know a few of your secrets, but you know what you got to say about last year's Super Bowl? You know, your journey and your matchup against Phil in the Super Bowl. You know, anything stand out to you? Or anything you want to say about your journey? Yeah.
I saw you as the underdog kinda, cause I'm just like, Phil, he's so good at cheese, and he's so good at blending his cheese with like not cheese. But not good enough to win, unfortunately.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think only person that could probably legit beat him in the NFC would probably be the Lions. I don't know if they play. I think they did. Yeah, they played, and I think. Yeah, it was close.
Unfortunately, I don't even think.
Yeah.
I think the thing that'll stop Phil is rules, because that's the thing that you struggle with the most. So I think when it's legit rules is in place, a lot of stuff that's happening wouldn't happen. Wasn't it like 41 to like 14 or something like that? Interesting.
So now that you know, was this your first Success Super Bowl win?
I think he won like a draft league or something before.
Oh, he went with the re-up leagues. Okay.
I know he won. I think he won the re-up. Ah. Okay. I'm gonna have to start writing stuff down to be for sure about certain things.
Yeah, we're gonna start tracking for sure. Yeah, we're gonna definitely keep track. I mean, we kind of know, based on, you know, the OGs kind of know. It's like, you know, your ancestors, they never write down the stories, but they tell you the stories and they pass them on to the children. So we kind of know who's been great in Success, but we're gonna start really tracking it. Now that I've been doing power rankings, I've been actually really, you know, I got power rankings from last season. I'm gonna keep them so I can go back and tell people like, nah, you suck at Madden 17, and I got proof because I did the power rankings.
At number one? Well, it's about who you beat too, and some of the people you beat been trash. So, once, yeah, I understand, but the Packers was undefeated, so he lost to the Cardinals. So once he took that L, that's when we kind of moved you up to the top, because it's hard to put someone. Cardinals lost to the 49ers.
Oh wow, yeah, that's the answer. Sloppy is good though. You can't take nothing from Sloppy. It's just Sloppy had a rough season last season.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. But you traded him. Alden. It was almost rape going on. It was almost raped.
Yeah. Another question for you. Your last game, you won 43-6. Interesting. If I do the math on that, D-Mac, I think that's 37.
Oh, snap. That's very interesting.
Oh, wow.
Golly.
Oh, man. So...
Look like he trying to have a conversation with somebody else. He trying to forget the whole subject.
Trying to avoid the subject.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, believe what's gonna happen next. Interesting.
He did this last season too.
Yeah, he did it. No, and the thing is that killed me last season. We told him in the middle of the game, like, you know what's going on right now, and he just kept playing. I'm just like, all right, I don't know what's up with this. You can't after you did. Interesting. Golly. But he beat who did he beat?
He beat someone good this year. He beat the 49ers.
Yeah.
I think, wasn't it?
He beat the 49ers and the Eagles. Interesting.
So, Dez, now I got you here. I'm going to ask you about a play of yours you run that's that question.
Nah, look at him.
Okay. Okay, so the play is a counter. It's you run out in the strong eye with the, look, he already know, D-Mac.
Interesting.
Yeah. Okay, weak eye with the two wide receivers on the left side, tight end on the right side, full back, running back. It's a counter play, but you do something before the snap, and the running back doesn't do the counter animation. He just runs to the left.
He don't.
I got it on video.
Interesting.
And then the linebackers. I know it is. I know it is. Yeah, but when you need some yardage and you want to get a good drive going, that's the one. I can't stop it, so I'm like, what? Yeah, I'm like, why can't I stop this play? I'm like, what is going on? But I can't stop it. So I like researched it and I looked at it and I'm like, wait a second here. The running back getting an advantage because he just running without doing the animation, but my linebackers are still stuck in the animation.
Nah, he doing just enough. He doing proper investigation.
Private investigation. Because all I know is to get out the AMC is one team I gotta beat that I'm worried about, and that's the Raiders. Because they won a championship. I've lost to them in the AFC title. Yeah, that's right. I lost to the Broncos, and the Broncos beat you. So, and I'm not worried about the Broncos though. No offense to A-Train, but he got me in the playoffs. My guy T.Y. was out though, but so we stay healthy. I'm not worried about it. Actually Dorsett was out, and he actually more important than T.Y. to me. But that's neither here nor there. Not giving out my secrets. I ain't about to worry about Anderson. Southward, get his weak ass out of here. I'm so sick of him. Boy, how the hell he got like 80 man coverage, and he just be locking boys down. Yeah. He is, and that's why you got him in like all your leagues. Okay. Yeah, all I know is every time I play him in any league, he do crazy stuff. So, but yeah, I mean, that's all my questions for you, man. You got any questions for him, D-Mac? That's one thing I won't do. When I see people find plays that work really well, like that jet sweep bull crap, I don't do that. Or last year it was that 5 wide Saints underplay everyone used. People still use that. I don't like using plays that everybody be using and abusing. Yeah, because everybody was running. Everybody was getting hella yards on that play. This year it's not. Yeah, exactly. This year it's not as effective. So.
And certain plays I feel like work for certain people. Cause I could run the most basic play, and my QB would throw it to the opposite team. Like do a clear pass. Like my inaccurate passes be like extremely accurate to the other team. So it's real confusing.
Looks like we got.
Nah, that has nothing to do with using. When you see, I'm not even gonna get started on something happened to me. This not what this show is intended for. Okay, I'm so glad you seen this, dog. I'm telling one dude to streak out. I throw a lob pass, it goes right to this dude. The next play after that interception, I get the ball or whatever he score. I throw a deep pass and they get intercepted by the defensive lineman. How does a lob pass get intercepted by a defensive lineman playing the rush?
Wow, I need to see that. That's funny. Yeah, I don't know, man. This Madden is interesting. It looks like they tried to make it more realistic, but at the same time they made it a little bit more finicky, like with all the tip passes. And I know that does happen in the NFL, but it don't happen as frequent as
the tip pass is ridiculous.
It's just crazy. And then your wide receiver's chances of catching it again is super low, but the defense chance of catching it again, once it popped up, it's like crazy hot. Very interesting, man. I think the Madden's pretty solid. You really got to find out ways. I've learned things from people in this league, though. I learned from Sloppy. You watch Sloppy play, he is one of the best with his QB in the pocket, except for his last game against the Jaguars. That was pretty embarrassing. But other than that, when I watch him play or when I played against him, he like maneuvers in the pocket to get away from the rush, even with a slow QB. So I learned that from him, trying to remember to move up in the pocket, because you get sacked so easily this year. So that's what you gotta do. Yeah, Sloppy's really, because he got Drew Brees and he be getting like 40. He got like 50 yards rushing against me with Drew Brees. That was the most frustrating thing this whole season when I lost to Sloppy, because Drew Brees is just killing me. Yeah, he beat me. He beat Phil.
And it's so funny because when I played Sloppy, the QB got one run on me, and I was so mad after that one run. He tried to do that again. He ain't run again for the rest of the game. He wasn't trying to get that QB killed. That QB went up to that line of scrimmage. Next thing you know, was 3 linebackers like right in front of him. It was over with. I'm like, nah, Sloppy, we can't have this happening.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to put a stop to this.
Yeah. Let's go look at it real quick, man. I'm gonna go take a look at his roster. Wow. Ooh, my God. He's only a 1-year player. What in the world? Wow. What is going on? He was making it seem like he had no D-line. He got all these stars.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Melvin Ingram got 88 finesse moves from linebacker. Wow. And Aaron Lynch.
That's not better than my boy Floyd though. That's decent. That ain't better than Floyd. Nah, man, I gotta keep Floyd.
Floyd, 6'6", 86 speed. Wow. What in the world?
Yeah, that boy Floyd. Playing the wrong sport, yeah, man. .91 pursuit.
Wow.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about that too much. We go to somebody else's team.
Yeah, I'm looking at the Bears team. You got a nice front seven too. What in the world?
Hey, we got a lot of zone coverage linebackers out there. 87 zone. That's better than a lot of corners.
It's better than all my corners.
Hey, but we can go to something else. Who team was we talking about?
Oh man, make my team look horrible.
Until you see them play, and then you see how much they on the field.
Inmate said, "Respect his name."
Well, he actually got to play some games first. Once you get Fort Sims.
Oh, Mr. Tank on purpose. Call him out. Yeah.
No disrespect to Inmate at all, but I think right now he got a good record. 4 of them is Sims and Forces or whatever. Soon as it come to playoffs, you can't force, you can't Sim. You got to play. And I think that's when some exposing going to come out.
Yeah.
And the Sim. He ain't got no Sim.
The schedule weak too, though. Yeah, he wasn't very challenging when I played him. So that's all I'm gonna say. Not gonna say too much, but
He said he done watching now.
he said watching. You brought it up, boy. You brought it up.
No, man, I just looked at the schedule. He got 4 forces. 1 through 3 is a force, and then the Titans.
Oh yeah, he got first 4. Yeah, and he got one against the Titans. Yeah. He got a tough schedule. Yeah, he gonna get exposed. He got a lot of tough games coming up. Patriots is tough. Yeah. Yeah, can you speak on the Patriots? I haven't played them yet. Can you speak? We was talking about him.
Don't nobody remember nothing about it. That's what's be so interesting.
He been around for a while, and I don't remember nothing. Oh, it was a close, yeah.
Good to see. Good to see you follow the points rule. Well, me and him was in trade talks for a week straight, and then he just would not hear. He gave me, what's his name, Jacoby. He's talking about somebody burning daddy daycare, but he gave me Jacoby, and it took a lot. But I think he wanted to keep him because I don't think Jimmy is the answer. Yeah, well, I got him now, so it don't matter.
Who you talking about? The Bills? So I keep hearing the Bills may be cheese, but he only 5-4. So I mean, what is he doing? He's still taking L's even though he cheesy. That's true. That could be true. So I mean, is he running the same play over, or what is going on? Basically, what it is running the same play. I think I watched one of his streams. He liked to do that 4 verts, or he do that crossing route a lot. Interesting.
Something else to take into investigation.
Yeah, we gonna keep investigating. Yeah. You know what's interesting? I really wanted to watch the Saints and Packers, but they would not stream that game. And whenever somebody is so reluctant to not stream the game but then want to complain, it makes me feel like, okay, what is you hiding that we can't watch your stream?
I mean, that's Frank and Phil also. If you notice, like, any big game I go against, I want to stream so everybody can see it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I really know that that game wasn't played.
Yeah, it wasn't streamed. Saints schedule, I mean, I ain't gonna take away from him because he had a bad season last year. But
take away from him.
He really, I mean, I'm gonna look at it one more time, but who has he beat that? Okay, he beat the Falcons, who are good, but that's...
He beat the Patriots, if y'all consider the Patriots as good.
But that was a sim. He got a sim win against the Patriots.
Wow, that was a force.
Yeah, he got forced against KB too. So
never mind.
Yeah, the 2 teams he played that was actually good, he lost.
Week 16,
So-
he played the Bears. I'll put all this to rest.
Yeah, we're gonna see that. Stream that. We'll see that.
I want to look at the Jets real quick because he started the season. Let's see. The Jets started the season really strong. And then Jets lost to the Raiders barely by only 3 points. He beat the Bills by 1 point. I'm not even sure how that happened. 12-11.
Somebody missed the field goal.
Yes.
Yeah, he could. Then he got a force against KB because KB always out of town. He beat the Patriots. He got killed by the Buccaneers, Jake the Great. So that is disheartening.
And then when him and KB really played, he lost 23-22, 31-22.
Yeah, he's on a 3-game losing streak right now. So I think his playoff streams maybe.
They gotta be.
Yeah. Very fortunate for him to be on Beach House. What they say yesterday, snow on the beach, not snow on the bluff. Pun intended. But who else have we not talked about? I think we talked about all the teams so far. Bengals, Cardinals.
Dez, I really hope we
Chiefs.
play next season. I don't know. I really hope we do play. I promise I do. I promise I do. I'm not. Look, this is my biggest thing because Madden BS. I almost call it 2K because I call it 4K, and the same 4K I experience over there, I experience in this. But I know how to put the 4K behind me when I'm going against somebody. Like Dez, you a great player. You good at Madden. But I don't think you messing with me at all. Like, I don't think you nowhere near on my level. Seriously. Even after you winning, I just don't think that. I don't. I promise I don't. I think every time we play a unranked, I think I'm going to blow you out. Every time we play, like, any type of anything, I'm going to blow you out. Look, you seen firsthand the stuff that was going on. Firsthand you seen it. Look at this tool, man. What is he? This is this Daddy Day kid. This is a talk show and a reality show.
Yeah, he's a real he got wife, kids, everything, man.
He cooking.
Yeah,
He at the
grown
gym
man.
right now.
Man, we're West Coast life, man. But
Dez, I really don't want that because wasn't you the Vikings before?
nah, he was I think there's always be the Raiders in success.
I thought he was the Vikings. Right.
Oh, Vikings.
The most annoying division time ever because now you got AP running left and right. You had, yeah, that's exactly what you had, and it was. I want to experience that again. But Des, I just want you to know, every time that we finna play a game, and I think this don't even go to Madden. I think this, like any video game you got, I just feel like I'm gonna destroy you, and I don't feel like this for nobody else but you. And it's not because I just, like I said, I think you good. There's a lot of people I don't think is good. I think you a good player. I just don't think you messing with me at all. Like when you won, I just knew like, wow, if I play him in the Super Bowl, there's no way he would have won. What I need to do? I don't y'all say that I don't roll out. I used to roll out when I had Russell Wilson and stuff. Then I used to. I don't do that no more. The only time I do that is when I stand in there and I throw an inaccurate pass. If I'm gonna throw an inaccurate pass, standing in the pocket all day, of course I'm gonna run now because I don't know what else to do. I don't. I don't look at all that stuff.
You need to.
Look, I had a QB with 95 play action. I ran play action and got sacked every single time. After a while, you don't really care about stats no more. You just like, Madden, what are you going to do with this player? What you going to allow me to do with this player? And go like that. I got my own personal ratings. I don't look at Madden ratings. Yeah, because somebody want to rough a passer and they not call it. He scored a touchdown on that play. He got hurt. He threw a 95-yard pass. The second dude you just said. Yeah, him.
Waffle, whatever his name.
You saw the game this morning. You saw what he was doing. It's not. I agree. He got 85 speed. I'm getting out that pocket. He got 85 speed. I'm getting out that pocket ASAP. Don't let me cross that. You know when you behind the line of scrimmage, that make you run so slow. Don't let me cross that line of scrimmage. He gonna start running like a regular person.
Real quick, I want to give a score update. We got the Broncos and Chargers. That was one of the games of the week's rivalry. And Chargers handling business again, 21-7. 1 minute left in the first half. Broncos got the ball. A-Train's. It's streamed. Yeah, I just tuned into the stream. It looks like A-Train about to do a jet sweep right now, like always. And it got snuffed out. So I'm glad I brought awareness to the jet sweep play because it looks like players are starting to use that, take away that play, because if you take away that runner, there's no other pass option. So maybe we talk about different plays, or you got some other type of cheese. Oh, it looks like Broncos about to score. So that's going to be a good game to follow. They posted the stream in the chat for everybody who gets. Well, we're going to finish up here, so when we finish, y'all can watch the Broncos and Chargers. So how do you feel about the Broncos? They beat you this year. Do you think they are actual up to par with you in the division? Oh, okay. All right.
We could tell. Dez, when you want to play me in the rank? I mean, unranked. Nah, I gotta give you something for your brother. I could tell. Yo. Nah, dog, I ain't trying to have none of that. I'm trying to lab with you and I'm trying to destroy you. I don't want to do to you what I do to meth. I don't want to murder you. Why you can't? Nah, ain't no such thing as practice. But D-Hop, you got any final comments before we end this?
Real quick, I wanted to take a look at injuries. We did that last mid-season show to see who was, banged up.
Man, this the depressing side.
We had the one that stood out the most was Mike Williams for the Ravens out 25 weeks. So that was major. Oh, Mike Wallace, yeah, he old. Probably not, but I thought that was funny.
Yeah, it's done.
Teddy Bridgewater's been out for a minute. He's still out for 2 more weeks. Bears got Alshon out, and Dre Archer and Brissett. So tough for the Bears.
For multiple weeks, not no 1 or 2. I don't even want to get into that mode again. I just got out of it. I just progressed from this morning.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then you got, I'm looking at the Bills. So this is interesting. So he got Shaq Lawson on IR, but he's uninjured now. So can he bring him back? Or okay.
How do you go to injuries?
You need to go to, I think they under. Yeah, you gotta go to my team and then injury report.
Oh, okay.
So look at it. Tough break. 2 of his best players.
It ain't nothing compared to mine.
He got who got quarterback right now? He got Lynch. Oh, he got Simeon. See, that's what I need. Simeon is actually just as good as Wentz. If you look at the stats, they really close. I mean, Wentz is slightly better, but he just faster. That's what I need. That's one thing I'm definitely gonna be looking for. Coach looking for a QB, backup QB, because that is important. Even though I made Lux 99 injury, 99 toughness, but that obviously don't mean nothing on Madden no more.
Nothing.
Drew Brees is out for 5 weeks. Thank God. I'm glad he hurt, because he was getting on my damn nerves. Who, Eagles? No surprise that JJ like to get out the pocket and run sometime too. I'm glad Breeze is out. He stay hurt. He old as hell. He running like he Mike Vick.
Mike Vick. Yep, that's depressing.
And his backup tight end. He throw to the tight ends a lot, so I'm not surprised. That's his first look, his tight end, and then his tight end not open, then he gonna throw it deep to a wide receiver.
See, Floyd love going against stuff like that.
Yeah. So
that's what Floyd live for.
That's why I'll beat him about 20-30, because I got his report down. But he's a good player though. He's very sim. He mix it up somewhat.
Alright, well, don't tell nobody else that. I'ma just use that.
I don't know how true that is, because I swear Murray be in the game all day. He'll have a 70-yard run.
Because he got probably like 99 stamina.
Man, I'll be like, happy, like, okay, dad, he got this big run, but at least he gonna be out for the goal line. Then he be back in the game. I'm like, what is going on, this dude? Yeah, I think I had Niall Davis last season. No, actually I did. Yeah, because I got Bernard and Farmer. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. We talked about injuries. Some other. Wow, Rams got a lot of injuries. 1, 2, 3. His quarterback and his backup quarterback hurt. So that's pretty much it for injuries. So that's all I had, D-Mac. We got talk about injuries, talk about stats, talk about awards. I guess any predictions? We got any predictions? Who's gonna be in the Super Bowl? Or who's gonna go in the playoffs?
I already think JJ gonna win that division, but I think coming out the NFC,
it's nothing going on in the AFC South. We already played. Go look at the box score. Yeah, we played this week. Yeah. Like I said, that's just Madden being done. That's why I do my own power rankings. Because if you look at points for and points against, look at the streak. That tells you all you need to know.
It's gonna change at the advance though.
Yeah, once it advances, it should change. Dez, we already did all this. So now we just okay. Exactly. He went out of town and he still can win the division. He always out of town. Same with the Seahawks. Seahawks can win their division too, and he's been gone for a minute. Well, actually, he can't win the division, but he can make the playoffs.
Do y'all think that a 10-6 record could make the NFC wild card?
10-6 for the NFC.
10-6.
That's tough, man. NFC's, I give it to them. It's tough because you got Cardinals, Packers gonna be there.
That's exactly what I know. That's exactly.
Gonna win 10 straight.
Hey, Jacoby come back next week. That mean none of that fool stuff finna keep happening. That's all I need.
Man, I don't know. It's tough. Because, well, the Saints might get exposed. Yeah. I think Saints will get exposed. He probably going to lose out, maybe. Falcons going to win. Cowboys going to be there.
Okay.
49ers going to be there. So it's going to be tough.
And I play Saints and 49ers. I play Saints and 49ers. So they on my record. So get them 2 losses.
49ers definitely going to at least be 10-6 or 11-5. Cowboys going to be 10-6 or 11-5. Falcons going to be 10-6 or 11-5. Saints might be 9-7. I don't know. Lions going to be probably 12-4. Yeah. Yeah. Because you look at the rest of his schedule, he got a lot of tough games. And then in the AFC, it's pretty simple. It's gonna be Browns, Raiders. Browns got some tough games coming up too, so he might get exposed if he don't get no Sims. Raiders gonna be at the top. Jags might drop because I play him again. He got a tough schedule coming up. Jags. Broncos, yeah, he'll make playoffs. But the wild card in the AFC is wide open. One of those 5-5 teams gonna make it. Ain't no telling what's gonna happen there. Yeah. Yeah, well, Broncos probably be a wild card like always because he ain't gonna win the division. And Jags might be a wild card too because I'm gonna win that division. beating the Broncos 28-14 right now. Actually, now that we say it.
Saints just told me week 16 I'm dead. Like we didn't play last year.
That's funny. But he got, like I said, he got 3 forces a week. I'm not a believer yet, man. Saints got a lot to prove to me. He lost to the 2 teams that he could have made, an impact. He lost to the Lions. He lost to the Packers. So he beat the Falcons though, so I give him credit for that. But he played the Falcons again, so we'll see. Uh-oh.
He doing good.
7-3. He's 7-3 this year. He did bad last year.
Yeah. No comment. Dez. Can you hear me? Is my mic on? Is this working? That's not.
You're live.
You're live. Is this mic on? Dez. Yeah, he did beat me, but all I gotta say is I'm not doing no more talking with you. Alright, I'm not doing no more talking. When you feel like you want to come to the table and you want to get on this level, invite Sent. That's it. Like I said, next season I really hope that we play. I hope that we play twice, like we in the same division. I hope that you share play with your brother.
Madden should do that. That's actually a good point. They should make a feature where we can, commissioners can make the schedule, or at least kind of manipulate it some.
Yeah.
Because Madden be doing dumb stuff like you play your division teams like all back to back. Like that's annoying as hell.
Well, last year I played Saints and 49ers. Now this year I played the Saints and 49ers.
Exactly. Or like I played Dez. Both seasons, which is not a problem, but my division rival didn't play him both seasons. So, I'm like, what is going on here? Right. I like that. That's fine with me. But also, like, I mean, it's little stuff like Coach should always play the Patriots usually, right? And I'm not playing them back-to-back years. Oh, snap. I don't know if y'all watching this stream, but Chargers is taking off on Broncos. 35-14. Yeah.
Well, we're about to end this show so we can watch it.
Yeah. All right. I got nothing else to say.
Cool. The next show will be at the end of the season. I'll probably be at work till then. Exactly. I said I'm gonna be at work till then. I'm a scout. I go to different warehouse facilities. Yeah, it's not like I tell you. I go to different warehouse facilities that's not doing the operations correctly. And I spend time over there. I go to a hotel and I work 7 days. Nah, I ain't a snitch. I'm a worker. When I go in there, I gotta work with them. I won't tell nobody what to do. I say, watch me. And when y'all learn how to do this, I'll leave. Until y'all learn how to do this, I gotta be here. F that, nah. They'll fire me quick. I don't tell them nothing. Far from it. Alright. It look like you started already. Alright, I get y'all.